Hello everyone and welcome back to Geotech Masters. I'm Dr. Manafi and I'm thrilled to welcome you to the official introduction of our most in-depth geotechnical field test series, the complete guide to the standard penetration test. Now, if you are here, it means you are ready to move beyond the basics and master one of the most fundamental tests in our field. But before we dive in, let me properly introduce myself and set the stage for this exciting journey. I started my career with a Bachelor of Civil Engineering, but I quickly discovered a passion for the world beneath our feet. That led me to pursue a master's degree by course, another Master of Philosophy, and ultimately a PhD in Geotechnical Engineering. But my experience isn't just academic. I've spent significant time in the trenches as a geotechnical consultant, facing the real-world challenges you face every day. And that brings me to why we are here. As civil engineers, we often face a huge challenge. We can't see through soil and rock. That's where this new course comes in. We are here to bridge that gap between the textbook and the real world to understand the why behind everything we do and to develop a practical, effective approach to our work. This new series builds directly upon the foundation we have already laid. For those who have been with us, you will remember our first course, Geotechnical Investigation Essentials. That's where we learned the ABCs, the fundamental principles, the goals of a site investigation, and why it's the ultimate insurance policy for any project. Then we moved on to Geotechnical Investigations, Master Planning for Site Characterization. In that series, we took a step back to see the bigger picture. We learned how to create a robust investigation plan, how to select locations, and how to think strategically about our approach to subsurface exploration. Now I want to be very clear. These two courses are essential prerequisites. Think of it like building a structure. You need a solid foundation before you can build the walls and the roof. If you are new here, I highly encourage you to go back and complete those first two series. The knowledge from those courses is the bedrock upon which everything in this new SPT series is built. Trust me, it will make your learning journey here much smoother and far more valuable. So, with that foundation in place, we are ready to tackle the workhorse of our industry, the Standard Penetration Test or SPT. This test is used on nearly every project around the globe, and truly mastering it sets you apart as a professional. This comprehensive series will take you through every single step, from the first hammer blow to the final report. Let me give you a roadmap of what we'll cover. In our first session, Understanding SPT, we start with the absolute basics. What is the SPT and why is it the most widely used geotechnical test in the world? We'll cover its purpose and core principles. Next, in Beyond Basic SPT, Knowing its limits, we'll discuss variations of the test and learn to recognize situations where the SPT might not be the best tool for the job. Then we get our hands dirty with drilling for SPT simple guide. This is all about borehole preparation, a step that, if done incorrectly, can invalidate your entire test. In session 4, choosing the right bits and augers, we dive into the specific tools of the trade, learning how the right equipment choice is critical for preserving the integrity of the soil you are about to test. Session 5 is dedicated to the heart of the test, the split barrel sampler explained. We'll do a deep dive into its design, dimensions, and mechanics. We'll continue that focus in session 6 with liners, shoes, retainers, and crucial maintenance, exploring the accessories that can dramatically impact your results and sample quality. In session 7, 8, and 9, we focus on the powerhouse of the SPT, the hammer system. We'll cover the hammer and anvil, then provide the ultimate guide to accurate N values with automatic hammers, and finally uncover the hidden details of traditional hammer systems. By session 10, we are ready for action with mastering borehole and sampler setup. This is our pre-flight checklist, ensuring everything is perfectly in place before the test begins. Session 11 is the moment we have been waiting for. SPT N value explained from hammer blows to final number. We'll walk through the driving procedure and learn exactly how to calculate that all-important N value. But the job isn't done when the hammer stops. In session 12, we'll cover what to do after the hammer stops, focusing on sample recovery, handling, and borehole completion. Finally, we bring it all together in our concluding session, from field data to final report, because all the meticulous field work is only as good as the data you record and report. So, if you are a civil engineer, a geotechnical engineer, a construction manager, or a student ready to master a skill that is fundamental to our profession, then you are in the right place. This series is designed to empower you with the knowledge to perform, interpret, and document the SPT with confidence and precision. Thank you for joining us. Let's get started on this exciting journey. I'll see you in the next episode.